Turning the page, spending the days there. They say that the game's changing, still the same thing to me. Words spoken when they sincere, they touch lives. Dreams come alive the minute that we touch mics. Way to get the God is still the same, the one Christ. I know my forte. Put my time inside the craft and see this now pay. And genius is hitting targets that they can't see. Illuminated, never bothered with Illuminati. Heads turning like it's spotted in the new Bugatti. Soul determines moves you get to make inside the body. Flow is eloquent, the son of man that heaven sent. Power in the words you get to say like presidents. He set the precedents, I took notes. And now the evidence we evoke. More determined than the man broke. And telling people that there's one hope. Walk the water when they sink boats. Aiming and more, aiming and more, aiming and more, yes. I studied revolution, found there's only one solution. Power in itself can turn to what's an institution. Left alone, the mortals bound to love it like a drug. Your own thoughts are what can take you off your own course. Called the world, but then he told them bear your own cross. True to what it is, you're bound to bear your own pain.
All right, guys, what's up? You know what time it is, man. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. We had to let everybody cool down from the Kendrick and Drake bullshit.
Let me get right.
Man, that was so much fun, though, man.
And just so you know, Ryan, we hopping out of the fire, right, and going and back into the fire.
Yeah, because it's been
we're doing an Eminem video.
Hey, we all know. I know all the Eminem fans that kind of jumped on the bandwagon during this whole Kendrick and Drake shit. They're like, yeah, these are the motherfuckers that said. I had so much fun doing that.
That shit was great.
Even though I know the world hates me and I'm alone, but all the side conversations I had, even off camera, everybody knows who I'm talking about. All the conversations that we had, man, it was just so engaging, man, and it was good for hip-hop, no matter what because it's all subjective in the end of the day, guys. If you think Kendrick destroyed him, great. If you think Drake destroyed him, great. Who gives a fuck? But what I love, though, man, is the dialogue.
The dialogue was crazy.
The dialogue really brings to light how people really think, and if they can think critically and get past bias, and I'm including me.
They can't.
Including me.
Nope, but they can't, though. That's what this battle showed, is that they just can't.
Yeah, man.
But it was still, to your point, Ryan, it was, dude, we had a great time.
Yeah,
that shit
it was fun.
Had us running around like chickens with their head cut off, trying to get videos done in between very difficult schedules.
Yeah,
but
man.
you brought up the Eminem thing. Let's bring it home here. You brought up the Eminem thing because Eminem fans were in the comments, like, talking about kill shot and shit regarding Drake and Kendrick when they were battling. Eminem fans was like, yes! This is our opportunity to
come back and just fucking lay the gauntlet down like on these motherfuckers, man. And I saw all them upvotes and shit. We try to stay out of the comments like that, man, especially when there's some negative shit. But, man, it's just fun, man. I just enjoyed that. I think George enjoyed it, man.
We loved it.
We just had a good time. It's good for hip-hop, man.
Let's address another elephant in the room. We haven't done Eminem in a very long time because, I'm going to be honest, the stands are insufferable. I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? You don't like me, you know.
I guess us.
You don't know me. But you know what, man? I've been thinking a lot lately. I've been thinking that, Eminem is one of the greatest rappers of all time. And I would think
Say it again?
He's one of the greatest rappers of all time.
You heard it.
And we said that, I believe we said that even during
you got to say it multiple times.
They ain't gonna hear it. And I don't want the general narrative to be that we hate Eminem or we're hating on Eminem, and because that's just not true. Eminem is on my objective all-time list, Eminem is extremely high on my objective all-time list. There's only been a handful of people, if we want to talk about top 10 or whatever case may be, that have come through here and made a certain mark that just can't really be disputed. So I want to make it clear, man. Just because I think he lost a rap battle, that does not take away from his impact. It doesn't take away from his legacy. He is cemented. So I saw Houdini was kind of going around online, and it said, "And for my last trick." I think there's been speculation on if this is Eminem's last album or whatever the case may be. So I thought, why not? Why not jump back into doing Eminem reactions now? You know what I mean? If this is going to be, I don't know, it may not be his last album, but if this is the last go-round for Eminem, even if it isn't, I thought this would be a good chance for us to revisit Eminem, get Eminem back on the channel, and, hopefully, show our appreciation for him. You know what I mean? We'll see. So let's get into it, man. We're going to do Houdini. Looks like it's off the album called The Death of Slim Shady. Coup de grace, you know what I mean? I guess is that what it is?
The coup de grace could mean the end, right?
I don't know.
That's
or it could be an end of a certain
era.
That aspect of Eminem. Like he's killing that side of himself.
Slim Shady,
I don't know. We'll see. Let's get into it though, man. Eminem, Houdini.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good fucking luck. You're on your own.
Okay.
He's doing a
Who's got a problem? Check this out.
Okay. That's cool.
right?
That's cool. That's cool, man. Super creative, you know what I'm saying? Fucking got Dre, you know, fucking call him up like, hey, man, we got a problem. You see this motherfucker stepping out of what looks like a portal and shit from the fucking Avengers and
The
shit.
old Eminem stepping out.
Yeah. The old, thank you. Yeah, the old Eminem, you know what I mean? Well, the young Eminem, be clear, the younger version of himself from the past, stepping out of the portal, coming into today's, which looks like today's world or era or time. You know?
Okay, cool. Let's keep it going, though. I like it.
Get your ass down here.
Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the Fikes perks and a Bud Light shirt. Lyrical technician and electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me, if I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a fever. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at her feet? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like
Okay.
Abracadabra.
Right, boy. Yeah.
I'm about to reach in my
Yeah,
back.
man. Super fucking creative.
Abracadabra.
I love it.
And for my last trick,
Just
For my
like
last
that
trick,
in the
yeah.
And for my last trick.
That's where the last trick came up from.
Yeah.
Like you said,
For my last trick.
one thing I noticed too, Abracadabra, that's an old song too, guys. I thought he was doing, well, this looks like on top of me. So I thought that
Without
was,
Me?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Without Me cadence. That's what it sounded like to me initially until we got into the chorus right here. The abracadabra. I don't remember who sang that song, but that's an old song too. But love what he's doing here, man. It almost has like a nostalgia type of feel to it. The way he's approaching this song, like Without Me, and I know that was a huge song for him. It sounds like this is something he would have made back then.
Yep, that's exactly what he's trying to do.
So I think that's super creative, super brilliant, man. Love the video to accompany this, by the way, with him stepping out of the portal and Rat Boy and shit.
And
For
just
my last
seeing,
trick.
right, and just seeing Dre and then him seeing 50, right, and all of these appearances that we're seeing in the video. Shout out to Grip too. Yeah, Grip. We was early on Grip, by the way. Shout out to Grip. We was super early on Grip before he was signed to Shady. Anybody knew about him? He had Boogie in there as well. Shout out to Westside Boogie. Got Alchemist in the video. So just seeing all these people, man, and him jumping in. I think in the Without Me video, Dr. Dre was in the car with him as well, right?
Yeah.
From what I remember. So he's just bringing you back. Literally, the chorus is abracadabra. I'm about to get in my bag, bruh. Right? The chorus is an entendre, right? Abracadabra. You know what I mean? You know, a musician has a bag, and they usually pull out their bag of tricks, right?
Yep.
But he's back in his bag. He's back in his mode of the old school, old Slim Shady. And the old Slim Shady had Dre. The old Slim Shady was very zany and wacky and has these like circus kind of beats and all this other shit. So he's back in his bag. Let's keep it going.
to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me.
Oh, yeah,
Would I really
yeah,
have a
yeah,
shot at her feet? I don't know, but I'm glad.
Yeah, he's got some bars in here too, though, right? The Megan Thee Stallion bar, right? What did he say? Something about a shot at her feet, a shot at a feature with Megan Thee Stallion, but we know that, you know, not to make light of it, not to make light of it, but Eminem, this is him back in his bag, right?
This is what, he would have made light of it.
He would have made light of this shit. He made light of Christopher Reeves and shit, and a disabled man, and Versace, and the gay shit, and all that. So him saying this bar, he's getting back in his bag, right? He's referencing with Megan Thee Stallion, the situation with Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, with Tory Lanez, you know, shot at her feet, and she got shot in the foot. So I understand that may be controversial.
Yeah.
But that's, I guess, the point.
That's
he's
what made
making.
him. That's what made him.
Right, but that's what Eminem is doing is touching that line, right? He's kind of venturing into crossing that line like he used to, and well, we'll see how people take that line.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep it going.
If I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a fever. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab.
I want to touch the bars.
A leave. Yeah.
Take a leave. You know, if I were to ever take a leave, you know what I mean? When he said something about aspirin, right? A leave is an aspirin. It would be aspirin to take a feeve, and then he went into the Megan Thee Stallion shit. So I don't know that now. Like he says that this, people are saying that potentially this could be his last album, and then we see the title. But he's saying if I were to ever take a leave, the only type of leave I'm taking is like it's a reference to aspirin, right? But I'm not. Maybe I'm taking that as in that's the only way I'm taking an actual leave from rap or leaving rap. So maybe this isn't the end of Eminem. I just
Right.
wanted to kind of point that out. So he's had his bars, you know what I'm saying, in this. Even though this is a typical poppy Eminem single that he's always done, Real Slim Shady and Without Me and Hi, My Name Is. He's always had these wacky little poppy singles to start. And then when we get into them albums, though, at least the first 3, he started to really get into some of the harder shit.
Lyrical technician and electrician, y'all light work. That's a cool little bar, right? You know what I'm saying? Lyrical technician. He's taking like the trade of an electrician. He's saying he's a lyrical technician, you know what I'm saying, and correlating it to a trade, which I believe that that's true, you know what I'm saying, but the light work, you know, electrician works on, you know, electricity, light work, but you light work, like I really do this. I'm a lyrical technician. I'm doing this at a high level. Y'all light work.
Now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became a dope fiend, ate some codeine as a way of coping, take the vote me, it's case of OE, turned me into smiley face emoji. My shit may not be age appropriate, but I will hit it at your in the face with a participation trophy.
I have zero doubts that this whole world's about to turn into some Girl Scouts that censorship girls out.
So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted, mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed, yeah, the shit is just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my nogginin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white chalk, and when I step up to that mic, cock it then. Oh my God, it's a chicken out again.
Yeah, he kept going.
Reaching my back, bro. Abracadabra. Poof, just like that, and I'm back, bro. Abracadabra.
Hold on.
Reaching my back, bro.
That's cool though.
Poof, just like that, and I'm back, bro. Sometimes I wonder what the old me say. If he could see the way shit is today, he'd probably say that everything is gay. What's my name? What's my name?
So they merge? Is that what it is?
I'm a bigger prick than cacti be, and that's why these words sting just like you were being attacked by bees in the coop, leaning back my seat. Bumping R. Kelly's favorite group, the Black Guy Peas. 90s, white tees, walking parental advisory. My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese. Like a I treat the whole world cause I got it at my feet. How can I explain to you that even myself I'm a danger to? I hop on tracks like a kangaroo and say a few things that do to anger you. But fuck that, if I think that shit, I'ma say that shit. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul, quit. Snake ass prick, you male cross-dresser, fake ass bitch. And I'll probably get shit for that. But you can all suck my dick. In fact, fuck them, fuck Dre, fuck Jimmy, fuck me, fuck you. Fuck my own kids, they're brats. Fuck them. They can speak off, them and you are. You too, Paul, got 2 balls. Biggest root paws. What you thought you saw ain't what you saw. Cause you're never gonna see me caught sleeping. See the kidnapping, never did happen. Like Sherry Papini, Harry Houdini. I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like...
Trust me, I'm a great driver. Don't worry, I just got my license back.
I'm about to reach in my back. Abracadabra. Just like that, and I'm back, bro.
I enjoyed that a lot, man.
Incredible video.
All-
Incredible.
Everything all together, man. This whole like rollout, the way he made this possible, man. I think it was genius. It brings back nostalgia, right? It brings back, you know, Dre and 50 and all these people, man. And it really, it's almost like a time machine, right? To see where
Seriously.
they all started from and see where they're all at now. I don't even think they could have all imagined it, they would be where they're at right now. You know, so it's just almost like an appreciation, so to speak, man, on top of just being something fun and bringing back the old Slim Shady, so to speak, you know, if this is the coup de grace or whatever the case may be. So I liked it. I think the project overall, dope.
I'm so happy that we did the video, man. I think the video really brought home the vision of what he's trying to accomplish here, right? You know, it's the sort of, because I feel like it's been a while since I feel like Eminem has had a rollout that I feel like really is bringing home a point or a vision. I think a lot of Eminem's music in the past, I feel like is, at least within the past few years, has sort of been, I don't know, disgruntled. You know what I'm saying? He's just focusing all of his attention on shitting on critics and this and that. This, to me, felt like he was going back to having fun, going back to his zany ways, and wanting to sort of reestablish himself. And I think that this, just in terms of the vision, I think is super dope.
This line had me crack it up, man. My transgender cat Siamese identifies black, but he acts Chinese. I don't think I need to break that down, but and that's a triggering statement, right? In these days, in this day and time, right? So he's playing on what would my old me would say. You know what I mean? I think he said something like, I probably think everything, I would call everything gay. And he said that back in the day. That shit don't fly now, right?
He mentioned the cross-dressing thing. He said, I'll probably get shit for that, just so you know, to add to what you're saying. He said that like in the last verse, I'll probably get shit for that, but I don't give a fuck. Right? Fuck my kids, fuck Paul Rosenberg, fuck me.
Fuck Drake, fuck me, fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I don't give a fuck. You can't cancel me.
In the coupe, leaning back in my seat, bumping R. Kelly's favorite group, Black Guy Peas. Everybody know what happened to R. Kelly. Everybody know about the famous video that I don't think you can see
Infamous,
anymore.
more like it.
Yeah. That's true. Again, he's touching on these things that what's going on today, what would the old me say? Because everybody was bumping R. Kelly back in the day. That's why that line hits. Because he was the shit.
And knew everything that was going on. And like, la, 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 la. Anyways, but 12 play, though. Motherfucker married Aaliyah like she was 14. Everybody knew.
Every time some shit came up, he just hit you with another #1 hit. That's what it was. Seriously. Like, that motherfucker, the hits don't miss, though.
Right.
That's just what it was. So that's why that line hits, man. And it's funny because, again, now we see what actually happened, even though, to George's point, that it was always traces of that.
Right.
The whole
people just turned a blind eye to shit and
right.
just moved on. And how he ended the video was interesting, right? So he was fighting the 2000s Eminem, and the current Eminem was fighting the 2000s Eminem, right? And it said in the video, the 2000s Eminem was gonna push this lever down, and it said in the thought bubble, I'm about to fuck everything up and ruin everything. Mm-hmm. And Eminem, the hero in the video, was like, he's trying to stop him from fucking everything up and taking it back, and basically taking us back to the 2000s, right? But then they fought and then they combined. Mm-hmm. So I don't know symbolically what that means. Maybe it means that I'm still going to give you that guy, but maybe scale it down just a little bit. So I'm still going to give you remnants of that guy, but considering the times that we're in, it's kind of like impossible for me to say those things to that level that I used to. Right. But I am going to get back in my bag and give you what you love about me as well. Is how I took that.
But one thing that cannot be understated about fucking Eminem is his multi-syllable usage, man. The whole song, but that verse too, man, when he said, now back in the days of old me, right around the time that I became a dope fiend, ate some codeines as a way of coping, taste of opiates is what he said, case of OE, turn me into a smiley face emoji. My shit's not age appropriate. You know what I mean? I mean, the way
it's disgusting.
That motherfucker, and he did that the whole fucking verse.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Then he said he hit an 8-year-old in the face with a participation trophy. Just continuing on, though, it feels like I'm targeted, mind-boggling how my profit has skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, the shit is just like y'all have been light jogging. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. And I'm in the flight jogging. When you debate who the best ops, I'm white chalking when I step to the mic and cock it then. Right? Mm-hmm. The chalking then, noggin in, jogging in. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's absolutely ridiculous. No one else can do that and construct their syllables and all that like Eminem can do. No one can contort words and technically rhyme at the level he's rhymed at. So we just wanted to hone in. I want to be clear. Let this video be the stamp for you guys, because y'all got amnesia. Y'all just think we just hate Eminem. I want this video to be the stamp that we appreciate what he does, man, because no one can do it like him. He does it at such a high level.
One of my favorite, if not the favorite Eminem song that I think he's put out that I just love, and that's The Fall. Reason why I say that,
shit.
I know that's not a song that I don't think anyone thought I was gonna say. You know what I'm saying? And you guys are probably going crazy right now, pausing the video to type some bullshit. But
wow, that's a recent one, by the way.
That's a recent one. And the reason why I like that song the best is because it has everything that I like from Eminem. Everything that Ryan likes from Eminem is maybe not everything that everyone likes from Eminem. Because I don't like the zany Eminem. But I know that that's part of him. And I think he does that great. But that's not me. I don't like that. I don't like silly stuff, guys. I don't like silly movies. I don't like silly people. I don't like silly shit. Silly shit just bothers me. So when I look at the fall has the multi-syllable usage, which I like from Eminem. It has a dope ass beat that I think is dope, which I like. I think production wise and his cadence wise was dope. It seemed like he had an edge on how he was rapping because he had it's like, I'm gonna take all of you motherfuckers on. You want it, Shady? You got it. I like that. I like that unhinged Eminem. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. I like that. Like, you say the wrong thing, I'm gonna fucking lyrically destroy you.
Angry though.
Yes.
There's an anger to it. And it's like a menacing feel.
So it comes off mature to me. Gotcha. Because we all know he's dope. So that song just has so many different facets, and I think it shows Eminem in an adult, lyrical assassin type of mode. And I just think that shit is fucking fire. So when he's in that mode, and he's
dangerous when he's like that.
When he crafts a song like that, I'm like, yeah, man, this motherfucker's no joke. So that's one of my favorite songs from him, man.
That's
like I said, if not the favorite. Because I bump that constantly.
Thank you for sharing that.
Dude,
y'all needed to hear that. That surprised me, just so y'all know. We had the RuPaul line, right? Like the big balls, big as RuPaul's and all this other shit, which could also be, I think we touched that, right? Could also be a little triggering to people.
Right.
But he said something like at the end where he said, because you'll never see me caught sleeping and see the kidnapping never did happen like Sherry Papini, right? Harry Houdini, I vanished into thin air as I'm leaving, right? So you never see him caught sleeping. You'll never see him lacking, right? Caught sleeping. You would never see him kidnapping, the kids napping, right? But he also referenced a kidnapping, right? Where Sherry Papini, I believe, faked her own kidnapping. It never did happen. You'll never see him caught slipping, right? Caught sleeping, right? And so that just, again, that gives me, I think, reason to believe that maybe Eminem is killing off maybe a certain side of himself, but it may not be the end of him. I don't think Eminem will ever stop rapping, just so you know. Like, I don't think it's a thing. I feel like that rapping is almost his entire identity. I like, when I think of rapping, I think of someone like Eminem. He's just so immersed in psycho with, like psychotic with it, kind of like Kobe Bryant was with basketball, just obsessed with rapping. So I don't ever see him necessarily retiring, but I do see him, switching things up. And I think that was the whole point of this. Like, I'm gonna introduce the world back to a side of myself, right? I'm gonna dip and dabble into that a little bit, but and also I'm gonna get back in my bag. But I also have to realize that the world has changed and I have to adapt in a certain way. I feel like that's the kind of point he was trying to come across in this song.
And I feel like Eminem is saying, I'm a Houdini with this rap shit. I'm the guy. No one can do it like me at rapping this way.
It's interesting, man, because listening to this Eminem song has me thinking about, I think me and Ryan have had conversations about this. It's like, is it that this era is too soft, or is it that we're finally getting to a point in society where we're being held accountable for the bullshit that we was on back in the 90s? Right? Because like I said, we all knew about the R. Kelly shit. He was married to her and everything when she was 14, and her parents signed off on it, and everybody was like, anyways. We kept it moving. Andrew Dice Clay was out here wilding. Shout out to Andrew Dice Clay for anybody who knows about him. So is it that we've evolved as a society and we are just now realizing that certain things are just, in general, just not appropriate to say, and we're just being held accountable, held to standards that we should have always had? Or is it that we are just soft as hell? And I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's a little bit of overreaction and everybody over virtue signaling and trying to be. And I think it's that, okay, we've come to a point where we got to evolve a little bit as human beings. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's where Eminem is at. Again, getting back to him combining the old with the new. Like, I think he hopefully realizes that maybe I need to evolve a little bit. Maybe some of that was immaturity. But at the same time, we got to be able to joke around and have some fun as well at the same time. We got to be able to cross a little bit of lines without
everyone being so hypersensitive.
Right. Without fucking like it's becoming a big witch hunt. So what do I think of the song to conclude? I don't really like the song. Just so y'all know. But guess what? I never liked any of these songs from Eminem. I never liked with The Real Slim Shady. I never liked Without Me. I never liked Hi My Name Is. All them songs I thought just were quirky little zany songs. I appreciated at the time, especially when I was younger, I really appreciated just him, something different being introduced to the game, something like the comedic value, and especially at a crazy level. He's even had some horrorcore shit that he's had in the past that I just thought was different. And because it was different, I gave it a pass. And I'm still giving it a pass because I just know this is sort of the embodiment of who Eminem is. But I've never liked these types of songs. But at the same time, though, typically what came with songs like this is a certain mode that he was in album-wise. Because, you know, he had, The Real Slim Shady on Marshall Mathers LP, right? And then what else is on Marshall Mathers LP? The Way I Am and Stan. Songs like that. So yeah, don't even get me on that. That's probably my favorite Eminem song ever.
That shit is hard. That shit is hard.
So I'm excited. So if he's saying he's gonna get back in his bag, okay, part of getting back in his bag is having a silly ass goofy single like this to me, which I don't like, but maybe also getting back into his bag song wise, being a little bit more focused on creating great songs instead of just technically rapping. I think that's exciting me. So I'm actually looking forward to the album. I see Alchemist in there, and I see Dre. I'm hoping we can have some hard shit though. You know, pause. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm hoping that we can get some Alchemist beats that's raw. We can get some raw Dre beats. You know, so I'm excited about what he's gonna do, man. This is actually probably the most excited I've been to hear an Eminem album in a very long time. So yeah, man, shout out to M, man.
Yeah, man.
Legend, one of the GOATs, man.
Sir. Yes, sir.
I thought this was a brilliant strategy to kind of get people's interest back into, what he potentially could be coming out with. All right, that's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Make sure you guys check out our Def to Radio Instagram, DEAF2 Radio. That's a great way to support the channel is by following us on Instagram. The information for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan. Lost to Vegas.
We out.